Kamala Harris's approval rating 1 month before the election. It's exactly 4 weeks until Americans decide who will win the White House race on November 5th, and Kamala Harris is enjoying her highest approval rating in 3 years. Vice President Harris significantly tightened the race with Donald Trump after she took over from President Joe Biden as a Democratic nominee for president in July. Although her approval rating has fluctuated since then, it has generally increased, hitting around the 40% bracket in August. Newsweek has contacted the Trump and Harris campaigns via email for comment. As of October 4th, Harris has an approval rating of 45.6% compared to 46.7% disapproval rating, according to polling aggregator 538. This minus 1.1 margin is the best that Harris's approval rating has been since before October 2021, with 95% of polls projected to fall within this range. Former President Trump, who does not have a current approval rating as he is not in office, had one of 44.2% on 538 when he was president October 4th, 2020, around 4 weeks before the November 3rd election that year. This left a minus 8.1 percentage point margin between his approval rating and his disapproval rating of 52.3%. Trump's favorability rating, which is based more on the public's general opinion about him rather than how he does his job, is at 43%, according to 538. He has an unfavorable rating of 52.6% as of October 4 this year, leaving a minus 9.6% margin. For comparison, Harris's favorability rating on 538 is at 47.2% compared to a 46.5% disapproval rating with a plus 0.6% margin. And just before the 2020 election, Trump was trailing behind Biden in 538's election forecast and in Real Clear Politics average of swing state wins. Similarly, this year's version of 538's election forecast, last updated on Monday, shows Harris as the favorite to win. I have to make it clear here. I'm just reading the article for you. I don't understand how some other forecasters have different outcomes. Now, however, political pundit Steve Scheer told Newsweek that while Harris is ahead in many polls, her lead is within the margin of error in most surveys. He said Harris has yet to effectively introduce herself to many voters. Her initial rollout was accompanied by many positive media messages, but the impression generated by that was in need of further development. Early voting in 20 states is already underway, with candidates in their last stretch of campaigning before Americans go to the ballot box. The election will essentially come down to several key battleground states, the most critical being Arizona, Nevada, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. Newsweek created a map to show which states have Harris and Trump leading in the polls based on 538's aggregates on October 2nd. Harris has narrow leads in the Rust Belt swing states and Nevada, according to 538's polling aggregate. She leads Michigan by 1.8 points, Nevada by 1 point, Pennsylvania by 0.7 points, and Wisconsin by 1.8 points. Trump is performing slightly higher in the Sun Belt swing states. He leads in Arizona by 1.4 points, Georgia by 1.2, and North Carolina by 0.6 points, according to the aggregate. And this is from Newsweek on WDNYUZ. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.